What happened with Roy Nelson? I mean, that was an odd one to see. Like he apologized for it, but it was like the stoppage was weird. Like
there's you can't apologize for that. You don't ever put your fucking hands on a referee or your feet for any reason whatsoever. You don't do it.
Did he kick him though?
He needs to be buried. He went over there and he put his foot on his ass to like push him over. You know what I mean? Was flipping him off and yelling whatever. You know, you want to flip a ref off. There is never, ever a situation where you put your fucking hands on a referee ever. You can't apologize.
He was on here. He was on here the same week.
Right.
Roy Nelson, and he did have some beef. He was saying with he brought it up with him and John McCarthy in his last fight with Derek Lewis, the Black Beast.
Oh, didn't he say that
he said that they were arguing, and he told him to shut up and. Remember he told him?
Yeah, he said I'm working. He was there. Like
he got upset about some of the breakups and whatnot, and then he said even before the fight started, they were talking backstage, and Big John was giving him the
instructions.
The instructions and whatnot, and they got into an argument there, and then Big John told him to shut up. So I think there was bad blood already there. I think
you're right.
And so there was something underneath, and then after he did what he did, and I guess he didn't stop it quick enough. You know, he didn't want to hit him anymore, that type of thing, and he was kind of taken out on Big John.
And it's such a nice moment for, like, you know, it's such a cool moment for a fighter to see, because Bigfoot I thought was clearly out, and they probably should have stopped. So for a guy to go, like, I don't want to keep hitting him, he's done. Yeah. I like that, but then you go and do something like that, it's like, it's just...
I mean, you want to yell, you want to flip, but basically what you're saying is there's no excuse ever to... put your hands on
we'll see how the athletic commission handles that. But he needs to be buried for that one.
And that sucks because that was a fun fight. It was one of those things where you knew that I'm watching. I'm like, this right hand, it's landing, but it's gonna find its place. Like you just knew that he was gonna get knocked out. I just felt that. I felt that it's gonna be any second now. You know, because Bigfoot's either winning lately by KO or losing by KO, and the other guy's got an iron chin and a fucking right hand from hell.
Yeah, it's funny when we talk to Roy too. He doesn't think his chin is as amazing as we all do. He's like, "Well, I don't get hit as much," and it's like maybe that's what you tell yourself.
Maybe they can't find it.
He needs to watch some of his fights.
Yeah. So what do you mean?
He gets hit.
Yeah, he absorbs a lot of punishment. But again, he could be rolling with it or whatnot, just to take a little bit of the power off it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But Derek,
why are you looking down? Why are you looking down? I look chubby?
No, you look good actually.
Is my belly sticking out?
Not at all. You look terrific.
Okay,
you're in tip-top shape, I like to say. I normally say that
once
a show.
Look at when we do this. I listen. There's sometimes he's looking down and he's like, "Look at the little roll I have," and I go, "Fuck."
I look at my own stomach a lot, and I think Matt looks good. That's all I'm saying.
Thank
I think you look good.
Thank you.
Tip-top condition.
I should have wore a darker shirt.
Should have wore a tighter shirt. It looks good.
Thank you.
So when you say he's got
anorexia,
who does, me or Jimmy?
Jimmy has anorexia now.
Yeah, I know.
He looks in the mirror and sees
anorexia,
a big fat guy.
AIDS, whatever you think, whatever you want to call it nowadays.
Hey, look, I looked down once. I saw a girl actually not frowning while I fucked her. I'm like, whatever I'm doing, I got to keep doing it.
Not frowning. That's great.
So when you say he's got to be buried, do you mean by you guys, or they have to fine him heavily, or
the athletic commission? I mean, I haven't. I've been traveling since the fight, so I haven't seen what's gone on. But I mean, if the athletic commission doesn't, the Brazilian athletic commission doesn't rain on him, man, it's not good. It's not good. You don't ever put your hands on a referee. I don't care what the circumstances are. You don't do it. That guy is, and listen, we don't always agree with him. We have our favorites. We have our least favorites. Mazzagatti.
Mazzagatti?
The guy, no matter how good or whatever you feel about him, they're there for your safety. They're there to keep you safe. Fucking that dope isn't the you know what I mean? This guy's the fucking the judge of when a fight should or shouldn't be stopped. Yeah. You're a fighter. You go till the referee tells you to stop. Okay, John McCarthy is very qualified in what he does. He's been here a lot longer than fucking Roy Nelson has been. And for Roy Nelson to go over and put his fucking hands on a referee, it can't happen. It can never happen, you know? And not that John isn't a guy who can, but John is sitting there on his knees, tending to Bigfoot, and you come up behind him and fucking kick him. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's despicable. It's disgusting. It's fucking. It can never fucking happen ever again.
How did Big John react to it? I haven't heard anything.
It didn't show. Yeah.
Has he said anything or commented?
He completely. He completely didn't react to it at all. He just pretended it didn't happen. He did his thing, And listen, I know how the fans are. Roy Nelson, this and that. Let me tell you what. John McCarthy. John McCarthy talks in the media too much about a lot of things. Referees should never talk in the media. It's not like I'm sitting here and defending. You don't put your fucking hands on a referee. You don't do it. Anyway.
So you see what happens. You have to see what the athletic commission
we'll see what happens.
Decides and how they handle it.